morning. It's a Tacky Wednesday here at the LC High School. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Now, today we are diving into our last part for our first unit test coming up next week. Whoop. Now, so, things we need to know. Well, some of y'all need to know a lot, but things we need to know about this is as follows. An angle is formed when two rays share a common endpoint. Okay, y'all should probably know that by now. Okay. Now we use this symbol, and I know some of y'all are like, "Is that a less than?" Okay. This is when the alligator head is sitting here. So an angle, one part of it is open like that. Okay. So that's how you would to write that as so. Now it says when we use this, there are three names for the angle shown to the right. All right. One way we can name this is angle Y. Okay. You can name it by the point at its vertex, especially if it's the only letter. Now another way that we can name this is how we read the 3 points. X, Y, and Z. Now, yes, I'm one of those weird people that do a line between my Z's so they don't look like twos. I think we should know by now that my handwriting is not super great, so I think we should, let that just happen. And then, stop. And then the other way would be angle Z, Y, X. Okay, so kind of like naming lines. It does get it. I don't like making it all the whole willy-nilliness of this. Of there's so many ways to answer this. Okay, so when I was in school, and you would have English class, and they would tell you to write about something, or like read this passage and write how you interpret it. And I would write how I interpret it. And you know what the teacher would say? I was wrong. Oh, yeah. All right. So that is what we're doing. All right, we're good right here. Anybody lost? Okay. So, example 1. 3 names for the marked angle. Okay. That's this. When we're saying marked angle, it's this right here. Alright, we could say this is angle ABC. And yes, you have to do the little angle sign. Angle CBA. And I just messed up again. Caffeine needs to activate. Now, list 3 names for the marked angle. I'm actually not going to list this. I'm only going to do 2, and this is why. Because if we look at the second question, it says, why is angle B not a good name for the angle in this diagram? What do we notice about angle B? How many angles are formed at point B? 2. Okay, so too many angles. Okay, too many angles at point B. Do y'all see how, we've got we've got this ray right here going, we got this ray right here. We got 3 different rays coming from that point, which makes 2 angles. All right. In this class, we measure angles in degrees. Okay, we use the M before the angle to refer to its measure. What is the difference between angle ABC and M angle ABC? This one's really hard, okay? Y'all have to really think about this one. y'all can state the obvious. Well, this one has an M, this one doesn't. Okay, this is naming it. This is the measure. I was really hoping I'd get a whole lot of people. The second one's got an M. But nope. All right. Everybody kind of okie dokie so far? Okay. So, shut the front door. Are you serious? You should be like an on-the-spot reporter or a detective. Have your own podcast. Hey, this is Captain Obvious with the Captain Obvious podcast. We're solving crimes. That person's dead. Case closed. Okay, so all right. Now, again, this should be a review for some of y'all. Some people will be like, I've never seen these before. Okay. I know some of y'all said apparently y'all haven't had like math teaching since y'all like were born. So, an acute angle, okay, is between 0 and 90. All right. Right is 90. You know, if you're always cold, you can go sit in the corner because it's always 90 degrees. Now, obtuse is between 90 and 180. A straight angle is 180 degrees. Now, basically a straight angle, everybody's like, that's just a line. Have you ever heard somebody mention a phrase that says, oh, they did a complete 180? Okay, it's literally, it starts this way and swings all the way around. Okay, that's what it means. Now, just like the segment addition postulate, we have the angle addition postulate, which basically means we can add two angles to make a bigger angle. Okay, yeah, anger. Two angers, bigger anger. Yesterday was hard. Okay, it's like all our megazoids combine. You know, we get our Linezoid and our, no Power Rangers. Okay, well, one person. All right, everybody else was looking at me like my ex-wife. All right, so all right, this is fine angle ABD. Now, this is what I had to do when I was doing geometry. Okay, I had to actually use my pencil to actually go through what they were saying, because at the time I could not see the multiple different things. Okay. You're weird. Okay, yes. All right, so we're going to add 20 and 22. So what is 20 plus 22?
I think it's 42.
Okay, it's 42 degrees. Yes, the little zero at the top, like a little backpack. Always, because I'm a nerd, I always say it looks like Yoda in the backpack when Luke is running around Dagobah. Or somebody giving a piggyback ride. It's okay, it's a smart person joke. Alright. So, really difficult, right? Yeah, awesome. You're so great. It's awesome. Now, it says find this angle, which is find CBD. All right. It says that this is 18, but this whole angle right here, like if I was going to measure the whole angle, I would do a big arc out here, and this is 39 degrees. Okay? So 39 minus 18. You sure? All right. So it's 21 degrees. I think it's funny the people who I actually face this way are facing this way and not looking that way. It's very fun today to watch people figure out how to get the information. I like the seating arrangement. I don't. You change it. You do too much. God. Unc. Now. All right. Two angles that have equal measure, or we say that they are congruent. Okay? When angles are marked alike, we know that they're congruent. So, I do want to show you this right here. These arcs, okay, just like the hashtags or the hash lines, those arcs show that those angles are congruent. Okay? Now, it says write a congruent statement. All right? This is, pretty simplistic, but we are going to keep going. So this would be angle. Really wish I could write. Y is congruent to angle Z. Now, why does the congruent symbol look like an equal sign with a little right there? I don't know. Okay, people did drugs back then. They just did stuff. All right. They had to get their math homework done before they went to the goat wrestling meet that night. I have no idea. They had no internet, no power, nothing. Okay. This one would be as I choke. This one would be angle A, congruent angle B. I guess it's because it's like the equal sign and the approximate sign like had a baby, and this is what it was. Because I still don't understand. This has been, let's see, almost 30 years since I've had geometry in high school. It's been another 20 since college. So yeah, it's been a hot minute, and I still have no idea why we use that symbol. They just said to. All right. Example 5. All right, it says the measure angle this. All right, so RST, this right here, is 4x plus 12. Okay. This over here is 5x plus 10. All right. As soon as I read it, I had to write it down, because if I was to read everything, and then come back, me personally, Emperor Jeff, King Ronnie, Coach Lee, whatever y'all call me, I get confused. Okay, so I'd had to write it down right then. Now it says if this whole thing is 130, it says find x and then find these two things. All right, we know how to do this. This is very similar to what we have been doing. All right. Oops, that was the wrong thing. All right. Now, if you ever forget, look, that's why I gave y'all those 5 steps to solve equations on that purple handout on Monday. I want y'all to have those with you all the time. I want you to use it. When we start making our orange sheets to use on this test, I want you to write that down. Okay? Because it's a tool for you to do better. All right, so we're going to combine like terms. So I'm going to add, let's see, I need to do a different color because those are the colors we've already done. Somebody clearing their throat or growling at me? I hope you're clearing your throat. All right, so if I have 4 X's and then, wait, this could be somebody that walks up and down the hallway. If you have 4 X's from one week and then 5 X's from the next week, how many X's do you have? 9. How did he know? Okay, it's not rocket surgery. It's kind of easy to figure out. All right, so and then we're going to add these. So what is 12 plus 10? 22. Okay. Remember, when we get to right here in this step, we didn't have to get all our variables are on the left-hand side. Okay? Constants to the right. Remember, the X is the thing we want by itself. Okay? It's kind of like that person that catches your eye and they're in their little group and you got to kind of wait for them to separate. Let's see, this should be 108. And so X should be what? What did y'all get for X? 12. All right, so X equals 12. Well, if X equals 12, this is 4 times 12 plus 12. So this is 48 plus 12, which is 60. Now, you could actually plug this in to find, you could plug it into the 5x plus 10. You didn't really have to, because if this is 130, this is 60, this has to be 70. Okay? Alright. So I'm going to stop this right here. I'm going to see, y'all have one more problem? Yeah? Okay. Is it an example or is it a practice problem? Oh, I didn't see it. Ah, there it is. Alright, I want y'all to do this one on your own. By the way, this adds up to 180. Okay? Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.